Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
I have raised a true Beverly Hills brat. In the past year, I probably have given her about $100,000.
Her allowance is crazy.
Giving this child $1,000 a month is insane.
$1,000? I'm barely living.
Her attitude is entitled.
How does she treat people?
Like peasants.
And her work ethic?
By the time I was your age...
We're talking about me here. This is my show.
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job. It's so much work.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Well, we're going to talk to Nina today. She's a wealthy dentist with her own practice. Now, she says she has raised a 15-year-old spoiled, entitled daughter. Now, Mom admits that she's partially to blame, as she has showered Nicolette with 5-star restaurants, expensive vacations, and a $5,000 a month allowance. But Nicolette says she expects expensive handbags, designer clothes, and a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon for her 16th birthday. She just says it's normal. She just says these are normal things for a teen who is used to a certain lifestyle. Now, Nina says when she recently tried lowering her daughter's allowance, Nicolette threw a complete tantrum, and that's when she, Nicolette, the daughter, wrote to me. That's right. The 15-year-old says she needs help to get her mother in line, saying, "Help, I'm poor. I have nothing compared to all the rest of the Beverly Hills kids." Take a look.
My 16-year-old daughter, Nicolette, is extravagant, spoiled, and bratty. Nicolette is beyond entitled.
I have these 2 Chanel wallets. This one's my favorite because it really goes with this purse.
I have raised a true Beverly Hills brat.
I could definitely say we're quite affluent. My mom raised me with everything I've ever wanted, and she needs to continue. It's the only life I've ever known.
Nicolette has always had the best of anything and everything.
I went to amazing schools. I had a driver. I had a nanny, personal trainers.
At a very young age, Nicolette had her own credit cards with absolutely no credit limit. Some months her credit card bills would be $10,000. I just paid the bill. Nicolette had an allowance of $5,000 a month to cover her expenses.
I love designer clothes and shopping on Rodeo Drive just because it's so fun. I have some $5,000 Chanel bags, a couple of those. This is my favorite bag. It's a Celine micro luggage tote. I keep it on a chair because it's just so special. It's about $3,000 and I literally think of it as my own child. I have a Gucci bag right here. It's about $3,000.
In the past year, I probably have given her about $100,000. I don't even keep track anymore.
These are my favorite pair of heels. They're Valentinos. I love them so much. I really like this piece. It's Louis Vuitton. I know I'm a spoiled brat, but I enjoy the lifestyle, you know? People are gonna hate on me, but they wish they were me.
I realized I had to start cutting back because this is really out of control. That went over just like a ton of bricks.
Now my spending allowance per month is $1,000. I feel like a peasant. I can't live like this anymore. I'm always out of money. If you ask me, I think my mom should be giving me at least $2,500 a month just to cover my basic expenses. I need money to buy clothes. I need money to buy shoes. My mom just doesn't get it.
She'll blow through $1,000 a week and then tell me that she's broke and she needs more money.
When my mom refuses to give me money, I make her life a living hell. I have my ways.
My daughter totally guilt trips me. I just don't want to deal with the drama, so I just give in and give my bratty daughter everything she wants.
My mom refers to me as a Beverly Hills brat. It's true, I'm a brat, and I'm not gonna change.
Well, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Your daughter wrote in.
Yes, I know.
And then she told you, right?
She did,
What'd
yes.
you think about that?
I thought it was a great idea because I think I need to help Dr. Phil. I just can't control Nicolette any longer.
You spoiled her. You agree, right?
Oh, yes. I definitely agree.
You had a big catered 13th birthday party. You buy her designer clothing, right?
Yes.
We're talking handbags and shoes, and we're not talking about kid handbags. We're talking about $5,000, $6,000 purses,
Yes.
right?
Oh, yes.
$1,000 pair of shoes, five-star vacations, hotels and restaurants, multiple credit cards.
Multiple, yes.
She doesn't even know what the limits are. She just spends until they melt, I guess. Gym membership with the trainer.
Yes.
Gym membership with personal trainer, $100 an hour. High-end salons, right?
Yes.
Unlimited ride-sharing, organic food delivery. Now, her previous allowance was $5,000
Yes.
a month. Then you cut it to $2,500. Now you've got it down to $1,000. And she's just going ballistic, right?
Oh, yes. And that's why she wrote in. She just can't deal with it.
Because she feels like she's abused.
Yes.
Why? Why are you doing this?
I felt guilty, and I still feel guilty about being a single mom, working 6 days a week, not being at home with her. It's the guilt.
How does that make sense? I feel guilty for not being there, so I think I will cripple her, compromise her values, make her feel like she has no self-worth without material goods, and that makes you feel better?
Not when you say it like that.
Is there any other way to see it?
Help me, Dr. Phil, help me.
I already am. You say you don't take her things away because she needs them.
I feel bad. I feel bad for taking her phone away or her laptop or
Well, you say
her
she
iPad.
needs them.
She needs them.
She needs a $6,000 purse.
Oh,
She must carry a lot of
But we'll have to ask her what's in her bag.
Well, seriously, you don't take her things away because she needs them.
I feel bad.
Do you discipline her at all?
You know, I do. Yes, I do.
Well, you say you don't know the proper
But
punishment
I
for
don't know
someone
the
her age.
Exactly, and I don't know. When she was younger...
So what do you do?
What do I do? Now I just talk to her. I let her know. I talk to her. I say, this is not right. This is not what we should be doing. You need to get a job. I'd like for you to be self-sufficient, be in college. By the time you're 18, get a part-time job. Or start getting a job now. You're almost 16.
Has she ever had a job?
No, she has not had a job. Other than, you know, she has Instagram or YouTube or whatnot, but other than that, no.
Those aren't jobs. Those are apps on your phone.
Maybe. In my day and age, those weren't jobs. You had to, for me, I had to work hard, I had to go to school, I had to do all of that. But yeah, so technically to go clock in and clock out, no, she hasn't had a job.
And you take things away from her sometimes though, right?
I do. But then I feel bad. My motherly guilt eats away at me, and I give it right back.
I just want to be sure I'm clear on this. What you're doing with her is to make you feel better. Because you're parenting from guilt.
Yes.
So without regard for the impact on her, you're making decisions that make you feel better.
Yes.
So whether it cripples her, prepares her, because our job as parents is to prepare our child for the next level of life.
Exactly. You're right.
Yeah. Now, with her work ethic, do you think she could do what you've done? I mean, you've gone to school.
Correct.
You've gotten a DDS. You own your practice. You own several practices, as a matter of fact. You've been very entrepreneurial, which means you have a business sense. You have all this medical background, all this chemistry, science, dentistry, you have all of these things. Do you think her work ethic would have been able to navigate the terrain you've navigated?
No.
Okay. So what are you preparing her for?
Not a life like mine. A dedicated, hardworking.
Well, let's meet her. You want a G-Wagon for your 16th birthday.
I need my G-Wagon.
My car doesn't cost $231,000.
We're talking about me here. This is my show.
And later, I think giving this child $1,000 a month is insane.
$1,000? That's.
I think that's
I'm
insane.
barely living.
You need a job.
No, I don't want a job. That's so much work.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. She served her time in prison.
My sister has custody of my children.
Now she's out.
She wants custody of the girls back. Your response was, they're not your girls anymore since you signed over all your rights to me.
We never had a verbal agreement.
Yeah.
No, we did not. So stop right now. I can legally leave the country with the girls and not have to tell anybody.
Have you been drinking today?
No.
We've found a bottle of tequila in your bag.
Why does it matter if I had alcohol?
Why are you keeping custody of the girls from their mother?
That's tomorrow.
Nicolette turns 16 next month and wanted to show us what kind of gift she expects for her birthday. Take a look.
Swear I won't forget this, why do I regret this? In my mind reckless, thoughts are feeling endless. Sitting up I'm breathless, anxiety's infectious. I feel so defenseless, betrayed and embarrassed. I hate being open, I hate being broken. I feel like an ocean filled up with emotion. Anger ain't a potion, rub it on like lotion. I can feel it soaking, reopen, the scars have awoken. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go. I can't move on till I let go. I feel so lost, never at home. Need to be strong, every breath hold. Cause I can't move on till I let go.
Nicolette turns 16 next month. She's dead set on me giving her a car.
See my G-Wagon. It's pretty normal for people to get nice cars. I want one.
If I got her a nice, reliable Toyota or Honda, she would never step foot in it. She's that much of a snob.
I want a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, matte black, AMG package. My purse needs its own seat. Janelle's very special. Oh my God, I didn't even notice that sunroof.
Want to turn it on? Okay.
Turning it on. The car even shakes when you do that. Oh, that's a lot of space. This is amazing. I can buy even more bags and store them in the back. My favorite part are the doors because they're just huge, and then they have this design right here. I like the red and black a lot. Now I'm thinking that I really need the red and black Louis Vuitton Palm Springs backpack to go with this.
I might need to take the bus to work in order to be able to afford her G-Wagon AMG matte black.
What's the price of this one, like around?
$231.
I need that.
Yeah. Why do you want a car that's $231,000?
Because I can have it. I want the G-Wagon more than ever now. I'm not even joking. The exact G-Wagon I want is $231,000. I'm a princess. I'm definitely worth the price tag.
Okay, it's good to meet you.
I've arrived.
Yes, you have. You wrote in to me. Tell me what you wanted me to get straight with your mom.
I want my mom to understand that I can't live off of $1,000 a month, and I grew up on a certain lifestyle. She can't just take that away from me immediately. If someone took her lifestyle away from her, she wouldn't like that. And I grew up on it. It's all I ever know. I can't deal with this. And so I came to you for help.
Okay, so you want me to get her to do what? What would be the home run for you?
I need her to understand that I need at least $2,500 a month. She works all the time. She doesn't do anything for me. She doesn't drive me anywhere. And so other people would have their moms, like, drive them places, buy them food, make them food, but I have to do everything myself, and I need the funds for that.
So do you do that? When you have the money, are you in there in the kitchen frying up stuff and mixing up batter?
No, I'm buying food.
So you eat out a lot?
Yeah. I make food at home, but then I get bored of just... I don't like cooking because it just makes a huge mess, and then my mom gets mad at me. And I don't like cleaning up the huge mess and doing the dishes. And then I just don't like eating at home because it's the same boring food.
You say she's not there for you. How do you get to school every day?
I do online school. I don't go to school for...
You don't go to school?
I don't go to, like, public school for other reasons.
Why not?
Like, I just got traumatized. I can't get into that right now, but...
You got traumatized?
Yes.
Part of it is why she couldn't keep up with the lifestyle of the other kids in Beverly Hills.
There's other reasons. I'm not just, like, being a brat about that.
But you don't go to school, do you? I
do online school.
Yeah. How's she doing?
She's doing okay. I had to push her a little bit to get some of those grades up, but when she wants to focus on something, she's doing good.
Yeah, and I like it because I can, like, actually focus on it because I also was behind, like, in public school. I was really behind because it would go so fast, and so now I can actually take my time. So that's nice. And I don't have the pressure that I had at school and everything.
Yeah, so you want a G-Wagon for your 16th birthday?
I need my G-Wagon. There's no question. I need it.
There's no question?
Yeah.
You need that?
Yeah. My mom's buying a Bentley for herself. Why can't I get a G-Wagon?
Why do you need a G-Wagon?
I really want the G-Wagon.
Well, I understand you want it, but why do you said I need the G-Wagon. Why do you need a G-Wagon?
I really like the way it looks. I've wanted one for over 2 years now. Every time I see them, you see so many of them near my house, and every time I see one, I'm in awe. I love them. The interior is so nice, and there's no blind spots at all. Like, it's so big and open. There's so much trunk space. It's amazing. And they look so nice inside. When you're inside, when you see the interior, the exterior doesn't even matter at all. It's just amazing. And I really want a nice car. She wants to give me a Mercedes C-Class. I will accept that car.
No, I would. I started with a Honda or a Toyota, and then it barely gets.
I will be happy with that car, but the thing is, I want my G-Wagon. I want my G-Wagon!
Really? A C-Class?
No, we started with a Honda, a Toyota. I started with a Toyota.
Absolutely not. I will not be driving anything that can be considered an Uber X.
A what?
An Uber X.
An Uber X?
Yes, we're going Uber Lux and above.
My car doesn't cost $231,000.
Why not? I mean, why doesn't it?
That just seems like an exorbitant amount to spend on a car. It just seemed foolish to me. I just wouldn't spend it on a car.
Well, I want to. We're talking about me here.
Yeah,
this is my show.
I suspect you talk about you a lot. My question is, Here's my question legitimately. Do you think you should start your life at the level your parents' life is? You think you should start where your mother is now?
Why not? Why start low when I can start high?
Well, because you haven't earned it.
But why can't I have it?
Because you haven't earned it.
Someday I'll earn it, but now I
And
want
so
my
someday you can have it.
But I want it now. I'm not waiting. I will only wait till I get my license.
Well, Nicolette's friend Joel is here. He says Nicolette calls people peasants and thinks everyone should be a slave to her. We'll talk to him next.
Nicolette doesn't get her way. She acts like a kid, stomping her feet, shouting, and until she gets what she wants. She uses the word peasant a lot to describe people who are below her, and what I hope Dr. Phil can give her is some insight and show her that there's a much bigger world outside of Beverly Hills.
I've created a Beverly Hills brat.
You raised me. Should have done better. So I feel like she ruined my whole childhood.
And later, I gave her an assignment a few days ago.
I saw someone flip a table. Some people would, like, kind of yell at me. It was a culture shock, and I was scared at first. My name is Nicolette, and I slay my way down Rodeo Drive. I love Dolce & Gabbana. I love Saint Laurent, and I love that dress. I need that. I can't stand that my mom is cutting my allowance now. I started having credit card limits of like 5,000 to 10,000, and that was when I could buy whatever I wanted on Rodeo Drive. In an ideal world, I want at least $10,000 a month. So the solution is I need a sugar daddy. I don't want to go to work and get a job because I haven't had to do that my whole life. My work is called shopping. I love Fendi bags. I really want one of the puffs that I can put on this bag. I know that I'm not poor, but I feel poor, and I don't like that feeling at all. I can't cope without all the money I used to have. It's awful. It's not a life I want to live.
Well, Nina says even after she lowered her daughter Nicolette's monthly allowance from $5,000 to $1,000, Nicolette is still overspending on her credit cards in order to keep up with the rest of the teens in their hometown of Beverly Hills. Now, Nina says that's when she decided to allow family friend Joel to move into her home so he could help chauffeur Nicolette around and kind of watch her spending.
If you ask me, Nicolette is absolutely spoiled, entitled, and bratty.
I love that Joel lives with us, and he completely gets what I'm going through with my daughter.
Everything kind of revolves around Nicolette. She can be very demanding. If Nicolette doesn't get her way, she acts like a kid, stomping her feet, shouting, and until she gets what she wants. She uses the word peasant a lot to describe people who are below her, and she doesn't really look at how privileged she is. What I think that Nicolette needs to understand is that her mom just isn't an ATM machine. What Nicolette needs to realize is you have to work for what you want. You can't expect your whole life to be handed money, free things. What I hope Dr. Phil can give her is some insight and show her that there's a much bigger world outside of Beverly Hills.
Well, Joel, thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I'm going to have some questions for you in a minute. You've just watched 2 videotapes. Your daughter was making a lot of comments and kind of giving some information about what she thinks and feels and values.
Yes.
What's your reaction?
I don't like what I'm seeing.
You created me.
I've created a Beverly Hills brat.
Why do you think she's that way?
I think I made her that way.
You
I'm
did.
to blame.
You raised me. Should have done better.
What do you think she should have done that she didn't do?
I don't know. I was never loved as a child. I feel like I never was.
Yeah. Do you really feel that way?
Yes.
Or is that something? Do you feel like she doesn't really connect with you and bond with you?
Yeah, I feel like Joel's the only one that cares about me.
Yeah. Do you tell her that?
Yeah.
And what does she say when you tell her that?
She says that she cares about me, but still, like, as a child, I was never loved. She just gave me money.
So wouldn't you rather have more love and less money?
I want both.
Yeah. Oh, I understand. No, I get that. But you want more of your mom, right?
Yeah. And so I
what-
feel like she ruined my whole childhood.
How does she treat people?
Like peasants.
You mean diva-like?
I guess, yeah.
I'm a brat, I'm a diva, but I'm nice.
And that's true. Nicolette is, when you get to know her, she's a great person. And, you know, I love them both as a family.
I'm a great person that was raised horribly.
She's a sweet brat.
You said it's a sad fact that she really doesn't have friends because of the way she treats people. True?
It's true. It's hard because she doesn't
You
go
says
to...
it is sadly true that Nicolette has no friends, but it has nothing to do with her not having the right materialistic items.
I have my bags.
What do you mean? Those
My
are your
bags
friends?
are my friends.
Those aren't friends. Those are inanimate objects.
I know, but they're still always there.
Right. You say she has an annoying attitude and bosses people around, demanding things from them.
Yeah, and, you know, I think that's kind of the upcoming that she sees that kind of happened, and thinking that she wasn't loved, and all that as a child sort of grew, and that's sort of the image she has. And I feel like a lot of it is really, she hasn't gone to like a normal high school, really,
I
right?
went to a normal high school
Briefly, and
for 1 year.
briefly.
Did she live at the Beverly Hills Hotel for 6 months?
She did. With a friend.
At the Beverly Hills Hotel?
At the Montage.
At the Montage. Oh.
Yeah, oh. No, it wasn't the Beverly Hills Hotel. At the Montage, yeah.
That's equally expensive, right?
You guys
Yes.
all wish you lived at the Montage for a year.
Nicolette admits to spending her day having lunch in Beverly Hills. She makes videos for YouTube, so I wanted her to try something different. I'll explain more when we come back.
Hello?
I have a little activity I wanted you to do for me today downtown Los Angeles, if you're up for it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm up for it. Dr. Phil just called me. I'm a little scared to know what it is.
I'm a dentist with a large practice. I come home from a hard day's work. Nicolette just rolls her eyes and asks for more money for me to take her to the gym, drive her to the mall, or get her smoothies.
I don't like living with my mom. I don't feel loved.
I want to enjoy my life. I want to hang out with my friends, date, and I feel like it's my time now.
When it comes to my mom, she doesn't want to spend time with me.
Even on my days off, I'm a slave to my daughter, Nicolette. Nicolette feels that my money is her money. And she says things to me like, why would you have a child, mother, if you're not going to take care of me?
Well, Nina and Joel say they are worried about Nina's 15-year-old daughter, Nicolette, who admits to having zero future goals except to not work, be rich, wear designer clothes, and drive a Mercedes G-Wagon. I felt it was time for Nicolette to have at least some different viewpoint, some different experience. So I gave her an assignment a few days ago. Let's see what happened.
Hello?
Nicolette?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Phil. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm all right. I have a little activity I wanted you to do for me today downtown Los Angeles, if you're up for it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm up for it.
Immerse yourself into it, whatever it is, and then you can tell me about it when I see you on Monday. Fair enough?
Okay. Dr. Phil just called me. I'm doing an activity in downtown LA. I'm a little scared to know what it is. I'm excited. I'm just nervous.
Are you scared?
A little bit, because it looks wild around here.
Hi, Nicolette.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Joey. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
I'm
you
the
too.
volunteer manager here at the Midnight Mission. Welcome. When I saw Nicolette pulled up to the curb, she obviously had a sense of culture shock.
So, it's interesting so far. Never been anywhere like this.
You are going to help with their dinner service today. We're going to put an apron and hairnet on you.
Do you have Chanel?
You wish. No, we have plastic. Please.
Is the plastic imported from Europe? I love the marble countertops. Love my Gucci hairband.
There you
Love
go.
my leather gloves. This is LA Fashion Week.
What do you want to serve?
I love vegan chicken. We love some non-GMO green beans. Do you want green beans? Hello. Do you want asparagus? Hello. How you doing? The grossest thing was I saw someone throw up. Some people, when I was serving them food, they were like, ah. I never thought it would be like this. Normally when I see a large group of homeless people, I'm just passing by.
This gentleman is a program participant.
What was it like going through the program?
I came from on 32nd and Central. I was getting high and doing all that. And I found out about the midnight mission. It brought me my dignity back, my respect back.
Interesting story. When I first arrived at the mission today, I was pretty terrified. It was just really cool seeing a different type of class than I usually see.
Why don't we have you help clean up? The soak one, wipe everything down, and then take the other one and dry it off. This experience for Nicolette today was a little bit of an eye-opener.
I feel like I did a really good thing.
So, what'd you take away from that?
It was fun, and it was nice to see everyone so grateful when I would give them food. It was a culture shock, and I was scared at first. We went in, and I was terrified when I went in, because everyone just kind of looked a little wild and deranged from the outside. And then I went in, and it wasn't scary. And then I got my apron on, my hairnet, and I started serving food. I saw someone flip a table. Some people would, like, kind of yell at me when I was giving them food, but I got a couple thank yous, so we're great.
Did you feel good about yourself for having aided some of those folks for a time, even if it was just a short time?
Definitely.
Please welcome Joey Weinert from the Midnight Mission in downtown Los Angeles. Joey's been working at the soup kitchen and homeless shelter for the past 3 years. As you know, I've been down there because I work with LAPD, and they do a great job down there. But for what you do down there, an awful lot of people would be awfully hungry and awfully cold sometimes. People think this is LA, it doesn't get cold at night. That's not true. It gets very cold at night. So God bless you for what you do down there. It's a great, great, great thing. So how'd our girl do there? What was your observation?
Well, like I said in the beginning, she definitely looked like a deer in the headlights when she stepped out of the van. My first impression was actually pretty good, because she looked me in the eye and shook my hand, stuck her hand out and shook my hand. So I figured at least she would be receptive. And we went in and pretty much went directly to work. And Nicolette seemed to be ready to take on whatever was kind of put in front of her. And so, you know, seeing this, I heard the other side, and I think that's what I saw today. I saw, you know, there is another side to Nicolette, you know, and she seemed to actually really care about what she was doing. You know, she was a pleasure to have, and she worked really hard.
Yeah, I was really,
yeah, thank you for taking me there.
Yeah.
I would have never gone there otherwise. It was nice.
I think the best thing would be to start with a job.
No.
Yeah, absolutely,
No.
she needs a job.
No.
I want to say some things to you about your daughter. What I'm concerned about is her self-image. And self-image is the perception or mental picture that you have, your appearance, abilities, and personal worth. And I think when someone feels like they have to have all of these things in order to feel like they're presentable, to feel like they're worthy, to feel like they can be acceptable, then they don't have much self-worth.
Well, my mom made me feel that way.
You know, I've said that overindulgence is a form of child abuse. It does cripple a child. You see, a child forms their self-image, their self-worth by making attributions to themselves. We watch ourselves in situations and say, wow, I did that. I overcame that. I accomplished that. I did that. I learned about myself that way. So I have confidence that I can do these things. She's saying, you screwed up. You parented me that way, but it's not over.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Yes.
I guarantee
sure.
it's not over. Reparenting. So many parents have the opportunity to reparent their child. So you guys need to redefine your relationship.
How do we do that?
You give her more love and less money. And
I feel like it's too late for that.
Yeah.
I don't want love anymore.
Well, do with it as you will, but that's what she needs to have. I think giving this child $5,000 a month, $2,500 a month, $1,000 a month is insane.
$1,000? That's.
I think that's
I'm
insane.
barely living.
Yeah. I think that you, as a parent, you're required to give her a stable environment.
Which she has.
And you have a roof over her head, feed her, make sure she has medical care, take care of her in those ways. I think she needs to get a job.
No,
I think she needs to get a job where she works and observes herself doing the things that she's capable of doing.
Minimum wage isn't going to get me my car.
Not in a hurry. That's why you need an education. So you don't have to work for minimum wage. By the time I was your age, I'd worked at A&W root beer stand on roller skates. I had worked at throwing a paper route. I'd worked at Pizza Planet. I'd worked everywhere you could get a job. I'm just saying, realize when you indulge her, you're doing that to make yourself feel better. And what you need to do is do what is required for her to be better. And is she going to be unhappy about it?
Yes.
Yes.
Extremely.
Yeah. This is what she's going to do at home. This is how she's going to pout and act at home.
Well, that's her choice.
Correct.
But you need to work out something where she becomes productive and makes a contribution to society instead of taking from society.
I think the best thing would be to start with a job.
No.
Yeah, absolutely, she needs a job.
No.
And I think it would be great if you volunteered some more at the soup kitchen. You could do some great volunteer work down there.
I did that.
No.
I started with a babysitter. I think my first job was at IHOP.
Well, you don't pay me to babysit. She makes me babysit for free.
She doesn't need a job babysitting. She needs a job in the world.
No.
She doesn't need a job at home. She needs a job in the world. You need a job.
No, I don't want a job.
Well, I know.
It's so much work.
But
I'm so tired from work. I don't want to do that.
If you find a job that is your passion. This is my job, and I love it. I don't ever feel like I'm working.
I don't want to start at the bottom.
Here's the problem. You're selling yourself way short. You've got a lot more to offer than you're giving yourself credit for. There's a lot more to you.
I know.
There really is. And you have no idea what it is. You have no idea what it is to have a good tired, where you come home and you've got a good tired, where you say, man, I am so proud of what I did today.
This whole weekend, I got up on Friday and I didn't even sleep. And then on Saturday, I filmed from 7 a.m. till like 8 p.m. at night. And then I came home and I was like, oh, this feels so good. I had a really good time. I was so tired.
Glamorous life of a TV star.
Day, 7 a.m. again, all the way through the whole day.
Yeah, see?
That was nice, but I only do it. No, that's only going to be with things I like. I don't want to work at the smoothie shop and just make smoothies all day. I can't do that. I can't just sit there and make smoothies all day.
Well, then you find
I have a short attention span. I can't just sit and do the same thing.
But you find a job that is your passion. This is my job, and I love it. I don't ever feel like I'm working.
I don't want to start at the bottom.
If you love what you're doing, you don't care where you are on the ladder.
But I don't want to start at the bottom. I don't care if everyone else started at the bottom. I don't want to start at the bottom.
What do you want to be head of brain surgery at Cedars?
No!
Because you can't do that until you learn how to do brain surgery.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Well, good. Because we need to find something you are good at and you can do. And listen, you two need to work out and negotiate a relationship. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Okay. There's a company that my son and I have called Doctor On Demand. And you can do this at home where y'all spend more time together.
No.
And what you do, you download the Doctor On Demand app onto your computer. Then you can click on psychological services. You can make an appointment at a predetermined time. And bang, you're in front of a licensed therapist right there at home. The two of you can sit there together in your pajamas if you want to, on your couch. And someone will work with you to redefine this mother-daughter relationship and help you do the things that you need to do. You don't need to get dressed and go down to a doctor's office somewhere. They come right to you. If you're traveling, you just open your computer, bang, you're right there. You don't ever have to miss because you can take the doctor with you anywhere you go and pick it up and have it right there on your computer. You willing to do that?
Yes, I'm willing to.
You willing to do that?
I don't like therapy.
Well, you'll like this therapy because you don't have to go. All right? And somebody's going to help you renegotiate and start this reparenting so this young woman can rediscover herself. She's selling herself way short.
I agree.
And by the way, if you at home want to have your own Doctor On Demand, go to the Google Play Store or iTunes App Store and download the Doctor On Demand app. Okay, I want to thank all of my guests today, including Joey Wynant from the wonderful Midnight Mission. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Stick with us. We have been talking about entitlement today, but there are times that it's okay to spoil yourself. Robin has just what you need.
I think the best way to treat yourself well is to start